air-fried tilapia again, Brandon?
Yes, Fat Brandon. It's a healthy lunch.
Remember when you used to have Hot Pockets for lunch every day? Remember when you were a kid and Grandma used to give you an ice cream cone every day after school? Remember all those bowls of cereal you used to eat before bed every single day? When was the last time you had root beer? You used to love to drink that stuff. Or how about all those apple turnovers you...
I know what you're trying to do, and it's not working. You're not coming back.
I think you'll find I'll come creeping back a lot sooner than you think.
No. I worked my ass off for years to get rid of you, and I'm not about to let you come back into my life. The diet I maintain outside of these food challenges prevents you from coming back. You know, even if I were to spend one day eating 10,000 calories of cereal, ice cream, Hot Pockets, doesn't matter. As long as I stick to my regimented diet, you will never come back into my life.
Then do it. Eat 10,000 calories of all the unhealthy junk you used to eat.
I will. Prepare to eat your words, Fat Brandon, as I eat my calories.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Sorry you had to see that little fiasco between myself and Fat Brandon. But folks, this is my first 10,000 calorie challenge. I am very excited because I'm going to be eating all of the food that I used to eat before I started prioritizing my health. We're talking cereal, Hot Pockets, ice cream, pizza. Folks, this is bringing me back to my childhood, man. So this is pretty much the diet that I had from childhood to adolescence, and it was mostly just processed food. Now, I'm going to go over the rules of the challenge, because this challenge was popular a few years ago, and I think it's dwindled since then, but I think I see a lot of other competitive eaters on YouTube are bringing it back, especially Eric the Electric. He does 20, 30, 40, 50,000 calorie challenges. But the rules are, I have 24 hours to eat 10,000 calories, but I'm feeling ambitious. I'm going to give myself 10 hours. I'm going to try to eat 10,000 calories within a 10-hour window. Now, liquid calories are not counted in the actual counter, but I'm still allowed to use them. They just won't count towards the total amount of calories I'm eating. The third rule is all calories must be consumed on camera, and you have to include the stats and everything on screen, which is pretty self-explanatory. You want to show the people that you're actually doing it. So I'm at the grocery store now. I'm about to get on in there and do some shopping to prepare for my challenge.
I also did my generic grocery shopping while I was out. Might as well save me a trip. This is all definitely way more than 10,000 calories. I just want to give you guys a disclaimer before this challenge begins. Don't try this at home. Eating that many calories in that short of a time frame is very dangerous and unhealthy for the human body. It's actually much safer for you to sit at home on your phone or computer and watch someone else do it. So, don't try this at home. With all that said, my challenge begins tomorrow, and I'll go into more detail about all the stats and all the calories of everything I'll be consuming with the amount of food I'll be consuming. It's going to be a pretty crazy day. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel. I have eaten 10,000 calories before and logged it on my Noom app. Imagine my coach's reaction when she saw that. So, I think I am capable of eating 10,000 calories, but can I do it in 10 hours? because I've never done it in that short of a time frame before. Stick around to the end of the video to see if I can conquer this challenge. It's challenge day! Let's get breakfast started. Folks, when I was a kid, cereal was always my go-to breakfast, which is why I picked up a box of Crave cereal, chocolate chip cookie dough Crave cereal. Now, this was a cereal I had as a kid, but I didn't eat it as often as I do some other cereals like Special K, Chocolate Delight, or Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This was actually one of the more higher caloric cereals I could find, so that's why I picked it up. But one of my favorite breakfast items as a kid was chocolate chip waffles. So I picked up a box of them, and I would just love to just put them in a toaster, drizzle syrup all over them. They were just my favorite thing as a kid. And on weekends, I loved to just get up and enjoy a few toaster strudels. And I picked up a box of those. I used to love to drizzle my favorite icing design all over them. They were just so flaky and gooey and delicious inside. You just can't go wrong with toaster strudels. So I got cereal, toaster strudels, and waffles for breakfast. It is 4:21, Wednesday, January 26th. I am giving myself from 4 p.m. until 2 a.m. to get this challenge done. Why am I scheduling this food challenge at those hours? Because I'm a night owl. So I'm having my breakfast in the afternoon, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If you work overnights, sometimes you have to eat your breakfast in the afternoon. I'm not gonna waste any more time, we're just gonna get this challenge started. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my highest caloric challenge yet. This is the titanium jaw versus the 10,000 calorie challenge. Let's dig in! I'm not gonna time myself for any of my meals. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I got 10 hours, no timer. But I do have until 2 a.m. to get it all down. I'm hoping to be done well before then because I do not want to stay up until 2 in the morning. Toaster strudels, I want to get the icing on them while they're nice and warm. They just came out of the oven. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Why didn't I do this as a kid? Why did I just put icing on each individual strudel? What was I thinking? And of course we gotta get the syrup on these waffles. Can't have waffles without syrup. And I'll pour the almond milk when I'm ready to dig into the cereal. Challenge begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, how I miss toaster strudels. One thing I forgot to mention, I'm gonna post the stats, all the micros and macronutrients of each food item on the screen for you guys, so you can see exactly how many carbs, proteins, fats, sugar, sodiums, fiber, and overall how many calories I'm eating in each item. Alright, I think the syrup has soaked into the waffles long enough. Let's start digging into these waffles. I think the last time I had frozen toaster waffles was when I was still living at home. Been a long time. I moved out, got a place of my own, started eating healthy, and I missed out on all this sweet, delicious breakfast food. Oh. Oh, chocolate chip waffles, how I've missed you. Now the liquid calories do not count, of course, but that's okay, because the syrup enhances the flavor of the waffles. I'm going to take this little bit of waffle here, sandwich it between two toaster strudels. I'm just going to see how this tastes. Tastes like a waffle toaster strudel sandwich. This was also the diet I ate in high school while I was on the wrestling team. I can understand now why it was so hard for me to maintain my weight. We're gonna put some syrup on this last toaster strudel, just like so. Getting on my table over the cereal bowl. Gotta finish up the syrup. This is not the sugar-free syrup, so I'm not gonna have any use for it when I'm done with this challenge. This is gonna sit in my pantry forever. And that will do it. Now I got a plate of syrup. Excuse me, waitress, can I have some more waffles with my syrup, please? Let me just get myself cleaned up a bit before we dive into the cereal. Alright. Final breakfast item, Crave cereal. With almond milk, my beverage of choice. I gotta shake it up before I pour it in. There we go. I haven't had cereal like this in quite a while, so I'm excited. I think the last time I had cereal was some kind of a special low-carb cereal. So, hey, blast from the past. Take me back to my childhood, Crave. I heard about this restaurant, I think it's in Las Vegas, called Cereal Killers. I think that's the name of it, but nevertheless, they have this cereal challenge where they give you like a gallon of milk and like, I don't know, a crap ton of cereal. It's like 5 pounds worth of cereal. They give you an hour to finish it. I've seen a lot of YouTubers I follow take it on, and some of them have failed it. But if you guys want to see me take on that challenge, let me know in the comments below. One healthy swap I made when I started prioritizing my health was swapping out cow milk for almond milk. And I'm happy I did that, because almond milk is amazing. This is actually my first food challenge in about 4 weeks. I took most of January off to burn off the holiday calories I gained. So if I seem a little rusty, that's why. But I feel like I'm doing all right. Cereal's down. And the milk is down. Whew. Haven't had a breakfast like that in a long time. Feel good. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's check the time. It is, excuse me, it's 4:45. So, I'm about 45 minutes into the challenge. Got just over 9 hours to go. Plenty of time to eat 10,000 calories. So I think what I'm gonna do is clean all this up. Then I'm going to go for a light run, try to burn off some of the sugar that I put into my body. and then we're gonna get ready for lunch. It's cold out there. And about halfway through, I was starting to feel nauseous. That run was not a good idea. This whole challenge isn't a good idea. But I'm gonna take a shower and then rest for a bit. And then we're gonna get started on making the lunch. Folks, it is lunchtime. Now, this is the lunch that I would usually have during my early adult years. In front of me, I have a frozen pepperoni pizza that I heated up in the oven. When I was home from college, my dad would always pick up these pizzas from the grocery store every week when he got groceries, and I would always say to him, "Dad, come on, I'm trying to eat healthier." And he was like, "I know, but these were on sale." So I had these frozen pizzas for lunch quite often. Another one of my go-to lunches was Hot Pockets. I love Hot Pockets. These two right here are ham and cheddar, and these two in the back are bacon, egg, and cheese. Actually, I'm feeling these, and these two aren't quite hot yet. I can still feel they're cold in the middle. I'm gonna put these in the microwave for just a couple more minutes. Well, while the Hot Pockets are heating up, I guess I can start cutting into this pizza. What's your favorite kind of pizza? Do you like pepperoni, buffalo chicken, meat lovers? Let me know in the comments. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of meat lovers, but I think buffalo chicken might be my favorite. Although they don't really have buffalo chicken frozen pizzas. All I could find are pepperoni, cheese, supreme, margarita, and we're gonna divide this into 4 slices, just like so. Okay, much better. Now they're warmed up. They're not cold in the middle. I can't tell you how many times I've bitten into a Hot Pocket and it's still been cold in the middle. Like, the box says, for 2 sandwiches, heat it in the microwave for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I do that, and they're still cold in the middle. At my heaviest, I was 238 pounds. That was my peak of my fat Brandon days. That inspired me to stop eating these pizzas and to stop eating these Hot Pockets and to get back down to my high school weight of 190 pounds. But with all that said, it's time to get this lunch started. Parmesan cheese, hot sauce. It is just past 7 o'clock, and now we get to enjoy a lunch as part of the 10,000 calorie challenge. Should I start with the pizza or the Hot Pockets? You know what? We're going with the pizza because I'm curious to try this pizza with hot sauce on it. Lunchtime, let's go. The opposite of my breakfast. Breakfast had a lot of sugar. This has a lot of sodium. It's too crispy to fold. Nothing upsets me more than a pizza I can't fold very well. I'll be honest, not a huge fan of this pizza. It's too crispy. The crust isn't quite thick and fluffy enough. Maybe I overcooked it or something, but I remember the frozen pizzas I used to have were rising crust. I think those are the ones I liked the best. They were nice and fluffy. They weren't too crispy and crunchy like this one is. Oh well, at least I'm not going to be eating this frozen pizza again. At least not anytime soon. One time, I ate an entire one of these frozen pizzas for breakfast before going into work. Because there are no such things as breakfast foods. Breakfast is whatever happens to be your first meal of the day. Doesn't matter if it's bacon and eggs, or pizza, or Hot Pockets. Breakfast is just your first meal of the day. The meal that breaks the fast. Breakfast. Breakfast foods are a social construct. Let's see if the Hot Pockets can redeem this lunch. I lost track of which one was the cheddar and which one was the eggs in the microwave. Oh well, doesn't matter. I gotta eat both anyway. Let's see which one is. That is the ham and cheddar. This is actually great capacity training. Because it's been so long since the last time I had these, the way my body is reacting to it is making me feel things I've never felt before. Ah, man. Let me just stand up for a bit. Just gotta get through these last 2 Hot Pockets. Oh man, if I'm feeling like this after lunch, I'm questioning if I can get through dinner. It's amazing how tired you can feel when you just eat pounds and pounds of food. I'm feeling sleepy. My mouth is so dry. I need to grab another bottle of water. Crazy how dry my mouth is getting because I'm getting so dehydrated from all the food I've eaten so far. That pizza, all the waffles, those toaster strudels, an entire box of Crave, and now 4 Hot Pockets. Whew. Oh, this is very tough, but I think we're gonna get through it. And that is lunch. I'll be happy if I can hold this down until dinner. Jeez, that was tough to get through. But here are the stats. I really need to settle my stomach now, so I'm probably going to live stream on Twitch for a few hours. Maybe take a nap, and then we'll see if I can make it through dinner. This isn't looking good, folks. This isn't looking good. I knew going into this that I was going to be a little rusty after 4 weeks of not doing food challenges, but that was not supposed to happen. I guess I reached my full capacity. That tells me a lot. It tells me a lot that my stomach really does shrink when I don't expand it for a certain amount of time. but I just got done live streaming, my stomach has settled, and I still want to keep going with the challenge even though I technically failed because I threw up. But I'm going to get started on making dinner for the 10,000 calorie challenge. I might regret this later, who knows, but we're gonna keep the challenge going. I want to get through dinner and earn my dessert. I recall as a kid my favorite dinner being hot dogs and mac and cheese. I have no idea why. It was the most appealing meal to me as a small child. And apparently it's been a long time since I've made mac and cheese because I screwed up making it. Forgot to drain the water before adding the butter, milk, and cheese flavoring. You're an idiot! So I drained it after I added all that stuff, and it kind of came out not very colorful, but I'm still gonna eat it. I also got some ketchup for the hot dogs. Go and dress up these bad boys. It is now 10 o'clock, which means we got 4 hours left in the 10,000 calorie challenge. Let's just see if I can get through dinner. I got water on standby. Got a spoon for the mac and cheese. I think we're just ready to get going. To dinner time on hot dogs and whole wheat hot dog buns. Here we go. Let's see how this mac and cheese tastes. Bland. Tastes like pasta. You should never trust me to make mac and cheese from a box, because apparently I don't read the directions good enough. The roof of my mouth is feeling pretty sensitive right now. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it was kind of cut up a bit from the cereal, and it's still a little sensitive. The ketchup is making it sting really bad. I've kind of fallen out of my love for hot dogs, maybe because I don't eat them as often anymore, so when I do, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Let's finish up this mac and cheese. I guess it's just mac at this point. This is a dreadful dinner. Probably wouldn't be as bad if I didn't screw up on the mac and cheese. Just fall asleep and get a face full of mac and cheese. There it goes, GoPro battery. That was my second battery too. It's been recording for 3 20-minute long meals, plus my run. Even between both batteries, it couldn't last. So camcorder, It's all up to you, buddy. I ruined what could have been a delectable bowl of Kraft macaroni and cheese. Actually, it wasn't Kraft, it was a store brand. But I stomached through it, got through it all. Now I'm sitting here with a tummy ache. Hey, I'm making an executive decision. Because I don't want to throw up again, I'm gonna wrap up these 4 hot dogs, put them in the fridge, save them for another time, and we're just gonna get right to dessert. You know what? Let me do some math real quick. So according to the math, I won't hit my 10,000 calorie goal unless I eat the ice cream I have in my freezer and 1 more hot dog. Alright, well here are my post-dinner stats. You can see the calories I've eaten and all the macros I've eaten so far. I'm going to lay down and rest for a bit, and then we're going to dig into dessert. Not again. Good thing I caught myself taking a nap before time ran out. We can't let this challenge end without having dessert, folks. As a child, one thing I looked forward to every day coming home after getting home What? As a kid, one thing I looked forward to every day after school was getting off the bus and coming to my grandmother's house, and she would give me an ice cream cone, and I would just hang out in the basement and play video games until my parents got home. I used to have an ice cream cone every day from my sweet, loving grandmother. But folks, ice cream is like one of my favorite desserts, and we're not letting this challenge end until I finish this hot dog and down this delicious, delectable chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. That was like one of my favorite flavors, and dang it, we're gonna get it down. So, let's get this ice cream presentable. I'm looking forward to this part of the challenge all day. It's 12:18 in the morning. I was hoping to be done by then, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I got sick twice during this challenge, so again, don't try this at home. But I'm feeling better now, so let's just down this hot dog and then down this bowl of ice cream and get this challenge over with. This is the dessert round. Here we go. Hot dog is down. God, hot dogs are just not appealing to me anymore. Let's see if this ice cream fixes that. Yeah, you can't have ice cream without chocolate syrup. I think I have some sprinkles in my baking cabinet room. The titanium jaw, saving room for dessert. Woo! Let's do this! That is just what I need. After eating all those hot dogs, this is exactly what I need. The sweetness of the ice cream counteracting with the high sodium from the hot dogs. It's a nice balance. I think my body was calling for this. I will say I definitely did not prepare well enough for this challenge. I think I underestimated exactly how I was gonna feel afterwards and between each meal. So, poor preparation is to blame on my end. I made some pretty questionable and some pretty dumb decisions, but I am wondering why I pushed myself as hard as I did for this challenge. I don't think it was worth it. I feel absolutely awful. But here are my final stats for the 10,000 calorie challenge. Alright, I'm gonna get this cleaned up and go to bed, get some rest. Tomorrow when I'm feeling better, I'll record my outro and I'll talk with you guys about something real quick. So I'll see you tomorrow. Cue the transition. It's 12:38 and I really regret doing this challenge. Oh man. So, obviously, yesterday didn't go exactly the way I thought it would. The fact that I threw up 3 times throughout the course of that challenge tells me that I didn't prepare enough. And I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering I took 4 weeks off from doing food and restaurant challenges. And stupid me thought that I could eat 10,000 calories in 10 hours after a long streak of not expanding my stomach capacity. So that is one important thing that I learned. I also learned about how my body reacts to processed food after eating my regular healthy diet of salmon, vegetables, white meat, quinoa, stuff that I eat on a regular basis. Eating that throughout these 4 weeks to kind of cleanse out my body and get myself back into shape to lose all the holiday weight. And now all of a sudden I'm eating these processed foods like Hot Pockets and hot dogs, all this cereal, sugary stuff. I guess it put a kind of a shock to my body and it just wanted to get it all out. And I think that's another big reason why I threw up 3 times. Also the fact that I didn't fast for long enough prior to going into this challenge could be another reason why I failed. I started this challenge at 4 in the afternoon, but prior to that I did have a few snacks in the morning, so that was not a smart idea. I definitely should have fasted for like a full 16 hours because I usually have success in food and restaurant challenges after a fast. But I just want you guys to know that I am okay. Yesterday was kind of rough, but I got through it and I'm feeling much better now. But this is a good reason why you shouldn't try this stuff at home because you have no idea what's gonna happen to you if you try something like I did in this video. I do want to revisit this challenge again probably in a future video once I train more and increase my stomach capacity. Obviously not after a long break from food challenges because I kind of want to redeem myself. I want to see if I can actually go 10 hours of eating 10,000 calories and actually hold it down this time. And I'm gonna pick different foods because that was just a small selection of some of the stuff I used to eat as a kid. There's like an extensive list of all the foods that I ate during my Fat Brandon years that I could definitely add to another 10,000 calorie challenge. Foods that are much more enjoyable that I still enjoy to this day. But guys, please, for the sake of your own health, don't try this at home. Make sure you are taking care of yourselves. Focus on your health. I just don't want you guys to think that I'm coming down with some kind of eating disorder, because I know there are a lot of competitive eaters who will talk about some of the eating disorders that they had and how they overcame it. I just don't want you guys to think that's what I was going through. So with all that said, thank you for watching my first 10,000 calorie challenge. It was kind of a messy one. Sorry I had to say all that, but that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you love my content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button on the video, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of all future uploads. I post new food challenges every Friday, and I post bonus videos here and there. Follow me on Twitter at the Titanium Jaw. Follow me on Twitch at the Titanium Jaw Plays Games. And there will be no food challenge next Friday because I'm going to upload on Sunday for my Super Bowl food challenge. And that's going to be a very exciting one. I'm looking forward to that. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. And with all that said, have a great day. And as always, take care.